Profile for September 2012 format Inzektors, a deck that I still believe is good and that's still really viable, although no one's going to run it, so it'll be catching a lot of people off guard and side decks won't be prepared for it. So it probably will do better this format than last format. So starting out, we got 3 boss monsters. First one is Doomdozer. Doomdozer is a really good card. You have to banish 2 monsters from your graveyard, 2 insect type monsters to special summon it, 2800 attack, 2600 defense. Every time it does battle damage, your opponent mills the top card of their deck, which isn't really good for you, but it doesn't really hurt you anymore. I guess it helps your opponent a little bit, but it's a great beater. You could bring out, you can banish a Dragonfly, and then that Dragonfly can be revived using Levier, so Tour Guide actually has an actual use besides just going into Zen Mains and stalling. Dark Arm Dragon is live so much in this deck because you've got Doomdozer to manipulate your graveyard, you've got 2 swords, you've got Insect Imitation, you can manipulate using Gigamantis and other stuff. So Dad is live a lot of the times in this deck, except for really late game. And you shouldn't be getting late game anyway. Gores, you basically have to play. It's a staple. You're going to get OTK'd without it. It's nice to have. Huh? Upside down. You play 1 Dragonfly because Konami's gay and neutered you, and then you play 1 Hornet because Konami's gay again, and they make you go down to 1 Hornet as well. Which isn't a big deal because I find that the deck can actually find Dragonfly and Hornet a lot faster than it used to. Or not faster, but still really fast, and it can abuse the hell out of that 1 Dragonfly. Gigamantis, everyone plays a Gigamantis, but I've actually started to play a Giga Weevil, because this leads to a really, really sick play. So what you do is you have Dragonfly, Hornet, and you get your Giga Weevil. The difference between Giga Mantis and Giga Weevil is Giga Weevil can special summon itself from the graveyard, while Mantis cannot special summon itself. So you equip both these to Dragonfly, Hornet pops Weevil, you special summon Mantis from deck, you special summon Weevil from deck. You overlay, and you make Balancer, OTK through Gores. So Giga Mantis and Giga Weevil are all really great cards to have in this format, because Balancer is freaking amazing. Slower format, Balancer does more work. 3 Centipede, this is your basic best card in the deck because it searches whatever combo piece you need, whether it's for the OTK, it's the Hornet, it's the Dragonfly, whatever it takes to get the game going. The first thing you're going to want to search is your Hornet almost always. Now more than ever, you're going to have to play the 3 Hopper because although Hopper wasn't that great in last format, you have to play it. You need all the enablers you can get. It's got a lot of attack points. It gets you that attack directly effect. And some of your monsters can get really big. With Hopper, you can keep attacking with 3200 directly. So it's really good to have. It gives you the rank 4 option when you need it. Although Ladybug does that too, which is why I play 3 Ladybug. Ladybug is a great card. It's an enabler. It's another card you can equip Hornet 2 and pop and gain slow advantage because this format's going to be all about the advantage you gain. And it's level 2. So Insect Imitation, I'll go over that later. But remember, it's a level 2 card for Insect Imitation. 2 Tour Guide because Konami just had to be gay and ban one of them. So you've got only 2 Tour Guides left. Basically, you're going to want Tour Guide into Zen Mains to stall for time, Tour Guide into Levier, Tour Guide into Leviathan or Acid Golem. You don't really need Tour Guide that much anymore. It can be easily substituted for. It's basically a stall card or a last-ditch option for game. And then Lone Sangan, you're going to play this, and you're never going to search it with Tour Guide unless your first one gets Veilered. Sangan, it's Hobby League, it looks really nice. It's all shiny, and it searches for whatever you need. And in this deck, you can search Weevil for the OTK. So if you've got your Hornet and your Dragonfly, search the Weevil because it has 0 attack, and that means you can get the OTK right there. Now on to spells. Allure of Darkness, basically a staple with Tour Guide and Levier. You definitely want to keep playing Allure of Darkness. Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. You basically want to play both of these. Dark Hole does a lot of work this format, especially with windups spamming the field as fast as they have been now. So both of those are staple. 3 MST, because if your opponent plays Macrocosmos or Skill Drain, you basically lose that game 1 automatically unless you draw into an MST. So you have to keep all 3 MSTs in the main deck. Monster Reborn, because this card is so broken and you can pick up any monster in the game. It allows the OTK with Dragonfly. It allows you to revive Dragonfly over and over again. Foolish Burial, you gotta get that Hornet into grave. First thing, this deck just does not work without Hornet in grave. Insect Imitation. What this card does, you tribute 1 monster on your side of the field, then you special summon 1 insect monster from your deck that is 1 level higher than the monster that you tributed. In face-up attack or face-down defense position, the deck is then shuffled. So basically, you tribute level 2 Ladybug, special summon level 3 Dragonfly or Centipede, equip Ladybug, search, and basically you just found your fastest route to a Dragonfly or Centipede. Double duality because you can't play 3, and duality helps you search your combo pieces. Deck is a lot slower paced, the format is a lot slower paced, you're going to want to play both of these. Inzektors, you just have to find as many ways as possible to revive your Dragonfly over and over again, whether that be bringing it back to your hand with Inzektors or bringing it back to field with Gigamantis or Gigaweevil. So keep the Inzektors alive, and you definitely want these. They also help with the OTK a lot, which surprises a lot of people. I don't know what happened to my second Call of the Haunted. So either way, you play 2 Call of the Haunted, another way to get to Dragonfly, another way you get the Sangan. It's really good with Sangan. It can basically do anything you want in this format, and Call of the Haunted is really broke. It lets you Xyz when they have Skill Drain up, make an Acid Golem, make them regret activating Skill Drain. Double Torrential slows down your opponent, stops a lot of their big pushes, gives you time to set up for your own plays. Double Threatening Roar. The card is extremely amazing. Actually, I only played one Threatening Roar. One Threatening Roar. This card is really, really good because you can put your Dragonfly on the field without fear. You can put a Centipede on the field, search a Hornet, then Threatening Roar next turn. They have to banish it with Chaos Sorcerer or BLS or hit it with Dark Hole or some other kind of removal. Otherwise, you're going to search your Dragonfly all over again or the OTK piece that you need. So Threatening Roar is really good and you can abuse it really well and get OTKs off of it. The Warning and Solemn Judgment, you basically have to play these because they're solemn staples and they stop plays. For the extra deck, you play, I'm missing 3 cards, so the 3 cards I'm missing right off are Gaia Dragon, Photon Bouncer, and Exabeetle, because I just started playing the rank 6s with the Weevil and Gigamantis, so I haven't really gotten them yet. First card you play is Zenmane. Zenmane's really good, stalls for time. Tempo is really broken. Your opponent summons Zenmanes. Thanks for the 2700 beater right away. So you definitely want to keep Tempo. It's also really good against windups still, because it exceeds a lot. Acid Golem, staple. You need that big beater. It gets over almost everything in the game. Levier, because it's really broken Inzektors. Leviathan, because that's also really nice to have. It detaches a single dark for your graveyard. Whatever you need Leviathan to do. It's a beater that has no downsides. Besides, I guess it's low attack. Rank 4s, Maestro, Utopia Ray, Utopia. I might have put the Shockmaster in here. I'm kind of still deciding. I mean, you could go Photon Papilloperative. This last spot is really open for whatever you want it to be, and maybe even Utopia Ray. Although Utopia Ray has helped me out once or twice when I really needed it. And of course, Utopia, because it's almost staple, and it's great for stalling. Although you can also use Roach, although Chaos Dragons are more or less dead. I almost never use my rank 4s. This thing is way better than Tyrus. Like, it is so underrated, it's ridiculous. This thing can't be destroyed by battle or card effects for 2 solid turns, or 3 if your opponent doesn't try to destroy it for one of those turns. 2400 beater, it's a wall, your opponent can't get over it, and it just stalls for time. Exa Stag, this is going to be amazing. You're going to want to keep this in your side deck no matter what, because with Psychics gaining the popularity they have, this is one of your few outs to Ultimate Axon Kicker at a regional. This is actually what I used for beating Ultimate Axon Kicker. He was beating me. He had 14k life points to my 400 or something, and I took this guy out and I got rid of his Ultimate Axon Kicker and basically won the game from there. And then Tyrus and Adrius. Tyrus is good. Adrius is great. Adrius is actually pretty good in Inzektors still because it's a free Dark Engrave when you need it, and then of course, if you can't get into Hornet, at least you still have some form of removal, which is really nice to have. And that's all I got for you guys, so thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe, and let me know. Comment.